Okay, here we go. There is someone for everyone. We are the Jetpack Superheroes. We are here for you. On today's show, we have SpaceX, Oscar mistakes, McDonald's, Windows 98, St. Pierre versus Bisping, Millionaire Movements, and a robot that can jump 4 feet. All this and more on the next Jetpack Supercast. All right, big day, huge day. How was another day?
Oh, today is an awesome day. Thanks for joining us once again
Thank
on
you,
the
Mr.
Jetpack
McMahon.
Supercast.
What just
That was a
happened?
big froggy.
Yeah, I'm going to be honest. I said, David, is there a way that we could prove that this is actually live? And
That
he
may have
said,
been it right
oh,
there.
I know what I'll do.
My God.
Are you good? Are you
Thanks
gonna...
for joining us today.
You want to try that again?
Hey, it's the Jetpack Supercast.
All right. Perfect. No, you know what it was? I think David tried to take a cyanide pill after watching those UFC fights last night.
Yeah.
Those
Those
were
were
not
just,
good.
like, even that main event one,
My God. Woodley versus Thompson 2. Stephen Wonderboy Thompson versus Tyrone Woodley. Boring fight. Most boring fight I ever had.
I actually fell asleep in my chair several times, and then finally, like, in the 30 seconds to the end of, like, the 5th round mark, I like, oh, he's going to swing at him now. I'm like, are they going to do anything right now?
Dana White didn't like the fans booing, though. He was
I
a
can
little
understand why they
upset
were
about
booing. It was just like, oh, are they going to do anything?
that. Yeah.
Oh, a little hugging.
Yeah.
Little-
He was hoping
little
that they were
kick
going to
over here and
cheer
there.
and be like, we love track meets. Yay. Look at that guy. I especially like when he turns and runs away from his opponent by running away with his back to him in a full sprint as though he had caught the Super Bowl winning touchdown and he's just running away.
My God.
I don't know.
No,
Not great.
I don't know if I ever want to watch another fight again after that.
I
I'll
will
be honest
watch
with
another
you.
fight, but I don't want to watch another UFC.
Snooze
I
fest.
don't want to watch another UFC 208 or
It was very
209 ever again.
disappointing.
I'll be honest with you.
Yeah.
I don't even think I want to live on this planet anymore.
It
after
ruined
seeing
my whole
that.
life.
Yeah. I think,
It ruined my whole life. The only thing I'm going to do is I'm going to the moon.
as I say, I think if we could shoot our way to the moon, can
Would
that
would that
be
count
done?
as a mooning? Does that count? 'Cause I was always told I'm too old to moon now.
I was big into mooning. In high
Really?
school. I don't know if I should.
Paul
admit that.
very much
I don't
was,
know if-
actually.
I don't know if
I've heard
that's
so
something
many
like that.
stories of Paul just mooning. Like, I'd be in the backseat of my car just...
You know,
Mooning somebody.
Drive-by mooning?
Oh, yeah.
That was always fun.
I was in high school. Jokes on
That's
them.
true. Hey, you know, anybody that looked at you, you're underage. Shame on them, sickos.
Let's move on.
I know that Paul kid. He used to moon a lot, too, right?
Moving on.
Mooning on? Is that what you said?
Moving on to the
Oh,
next.
moving on. I'm sorry. That was mooning
Mooning
on.
on.
Well, that was actually. I'm not even going to talk about the SpaceX trying to go to the moon. I think we found something way more enjoyable.
Yeah, is it enjoyable for you?
Back
Yeah,
in the
mostly
mooning
'cause you're
days of
uncomfortable.
Paul.
Man, did you tell people, hey, look, you like astronomy? Because this is a full moon.
Hey. No, you know what I would do is I was on the football team in high school, and so we would be driving to the football games in a big bus, a
Yep.
school bus, and I would have basically like the line up in front of me, in front of the bus driver and everybody else, so nobody could see what was going on.
Right.
And then I would drop trow in the back of the bus and moon everybody as we were going by.
You're the reason I don't drive close to school buses on the highway. Because I remember kids, not me,
That
friends
was my
of mine.
move, and nobody really liked me in high school. No, I'm just kidding.
Anybody behind you didn't like you. Anybody in front of you was like, Paul seems like a nice enough guy. He just has a back problem. So
I've
he's bending
never
over.
heard so much technique done for mooning. Like, here's the blueprint. Here's where the buses and the cars are going to go.
Well, that's where your mistake.
If I threw out enough nails, they had to slow down, and I knew I'd be able to get them.
See,
Flat tire, it's mooning time. He just runs over.
it really was ingenious.
That's a lot of work.
I was like an engineer.
Listen,
at
guys,
that
can
time.
you all go in front of me so that
The
nobody
mooning
sees?
engineer, Paul.
I know.
I'm hoping that the only
Seriously.
people that see are the ones that are getting a look at my sweet can.
Yeah, you think the engineers at SpaceX got something
They
for,
might-
for planning on the moon?
Elon Musk would have found a new way.
Yeah.
But what
He
he's
should
doing is
hire
he's
me.
actually going to take just regular people, sending regular people, the same people that Paul probably mooned. He's sending just regular people to the moon
Under
as
what?
as a traveling thing, like as a just
Yeah.
like a trip.
Yeah. So,
Oh, what are you doing? I don't know. You want to go to the moon?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's better than Florida.
like
It's not
people
That's a
go
cool
to
idea,
Spain
yeah.
and stuff. and
Yeah.
People, yeah.
So they're going to go
Interesting.
by 2018.
Is the moon even inhabitable?
No, you can't live there, Paul. There's no air.
Yeah, exactly. So how are you going to travel there? Like, what are they
I
planning?
think they're going to just like land a nice spaceship, Then they're gonna get out of the spaceship, walk
Wear some
around,
suits,
hit a
walk
golf ball,
Take a
go
few
back inside.
photos. Yeah, take
The
the sights
amount
in.
of
There's
money?
not going to be an indoor pool or outdoor pool. That's the problem. I'm not going.
Exactly. The amount of money that's going to cost is absurd.
Right. Can you imagine the
Although-
continental breakfast on the moon, though?
Interesting.
What would it be?
Mostly cheese, I'm guessing.
I was thinking, like, it's got to be like a lot of assortments of
Swiss
cheese,
Yeah. No, I
moon
don't
cheese,
know.
green cheese.
Why does it have to be that, though? You know what? It could just be anything. It could really be a MRE, meal ready to eat, probably.
Oh,
No.
maybe
What are
that's
the
what
little
it is.
space pills?
I was going to say, what about those space ice creams?
Oh, Dippin' Dots. Could be
Yes,
Dippin'
it
Dots.
could be Dipping Dots, or even those ones that you get from the Museum of Science.
Mm.
The powder.
Oh,
That is
Oh,
like the
yeah, the
freeze-dried
astronauts
or
use
whatever.
these at NASA.
Astronaut
Oh,
ice
yeah.
Oh, I
cream.
thought that was Dippin' Dots.
They always had those little
No,
bins.
better than that. Dippin' Dots
yeah.
is the dry powder that you have to add water to, and it just turns to mush.
Oh, I didn't even know about
It's
that
good stuff.
one.
Astronaut ice cream is really good. You bite it, and it's like chalk.
Mm.
And then
Those
in
ice
your
cream
mouth,
sandwiches. Those
it-
things
it's
were
like
awesome.
converts
Yeah.
into
it comes
ice cream?
back into like ice cream milkish kind of. It's like I don't know. It's pretty gross, but it's pretty awesome too.
But yeah,
It made me feel like Buzz Aldrin
I heard
or
that.
Buzz Armstrong. What's
I
his
heard-
name?
Buzz Lightyear.
I was gonna say it's Buzz. Buzz. I almost said Buzz Armstrong. I knew it wasn't him. Buzz Aldrin. He's a good guy.
Yeah.
I
Good
heard
job,
that.
bud.
I think that they've been lining up passengers for the first trip for SpaceX for a while now.
Right.
I think it was something like Justin Timberlake wants to get in on that, and I
Yep.
think Justin Bieber.
A lot of
And-
Justins.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like a fully. I don't think I would. And personally, the first
Paul, you who hates heights.
trip, yeah.
The moon's really high in the
But
sky.
it's all relative, though, because that could be, it depends, really, because it would be high for Earth,
right.
but I would be close to the moon. So I don't know do I consider
At what
it.
point do you stop pissing yourself? Like when you get
I think when I get on the moon.
when you
would-
get off of this. I've seen the lunar landing. So what they do is when they land that little module, you're gonna have to climb down a ladder.
I would be scared.
You're gonna be like, I hate this. This isn't. Oh God, I felt like there's an alien that pushed the ladder on me.
Oh, God.
And then you're gonna have to climb back up. And you're like, I'm not gonna be able to get up there. I'm just leave me. Just die.
It would be like rediscovering like a new level of a fear of heights.
With Paul's luck, he'd climb down the ladder and look and see that the ladder actually just led to a crater. He'd be like, I don't want to go down there either.
Yeah.
That's really low, and I'm afraid of lows as well.
I mean, if you get
Afraid of
anxiety
heights?
going
Afraid of
over
lows.
a bridge, imagine Paul on the moon.
Yeah, I
The
can't.
ladder coming down.
You know what, though? I'd have Sandra Bullock with me. I'd be all right.
Would you be alright with Sandra Bullock?
No, probably not. She's old.
I'm pretty sure that she'd be like, "Hey, Paul, listen, lady, I'm pretty congenial, but Paul, you're gonna still be high up when I'm there or not? So you're gonna have to believe in yourself, pal. If this moon landing, goes under 70 miles per hour, this whole moon's gonna blow up.
If you guys are planning on being the first band to land on the moon, you're going to have to count me out. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm not doing it. I don't care. There's not a lot of people on the moon.
No.
I only
Yeah.
care about my fans on Earth.
There you go.
If they're listening on, listen, I'm sorry, Mars. If you're listening right now, look, we just.
I want the
it wasn't meant to
idea
be.
just to have someone to film that show. Like, we played on the moon.
Here's the thing, though.
Can you play on the moon?
If anybody is willing to travel into space, I'd put my money on David. I don't think he cares. Am I right?
I'd be down for it. Hell yeah.
I knew
Would
it.
David
Why
go to
not?
space?
I
It's an
figured he would.
adventure.
Yeah.
Jumping around in that spacesuit.
He's done crazier things.
David would just get a bunch of rocks. So he could
I'd
turn
bring the
girls.
portable drum set.
David would just
Get
turn to
the
girls with
plug it in.
rocks and be like, "Hey, I got you the moon." And he'd be like, "That's a rock, you jerk."
I got some space moon.
That'd
Some
be
space
nice.
rocks.
I want to be the first person to pee on the moon. That might actually be.
The problem is when you pee on the moon,
it goes up.
there's less gravity, so
Yeah.
you could probably break the world pee record.
Yeah, that
And
might
knowing
not
this
work.
fear of
And if
heights
you
you have,
arc
I
it-
could see you pissing yourself on the moon, though. Like, no problem at all.
Paul would be the kid that like he peed way too hard and it didn't land ever, and it just rotated around the whole thing, and then like. What's it take to go around the moon? Like maybe a day or so, like we'll say. And so like late the next day, Paul's just standing there and he's like, "Oh, it's raining."
And raining on
Paul,
the moon.
there's no atmosphere. It doesn't rain here. Like, shit, that was my piss. in
Wait, how
orbit.
is there precipitation?
My-
There's
my
wait a
piss
minute.
became
It's
orbited.
very yellow. Oh no.
Crap.
So gross.
You're so asparagus-y.
Put that on the Wikipedia. First man to pee on the
First
moon.
man to pee on the moon, Paul Levesque. Just write it down. It'll stay up for a while. No, but that wouldn't be like a big mistake.
No.
It wouldn't, a La La Moon, I believe, is the one that won. What? I don't really know.
La La
Moonlight, you mean?
Moon. What is
Moonlight,
that?
yeah, sorry. La La
Moonlight
Moon.
won. Oscar.
Yeah. What I'm trying to say is, So the Oscars had a mistake this week.
Ah, yes, the old Oscar
Okay.
mistake.
Yeah,
Yep.
yes. It's new to us, damn it. Yeah, I guess so. Steve Harvey was doing the Oscars.
Oh, that's just already a bad idea right there.
And it wasn't, who was it?
It wasn't
Steve
really.
Buscemi?
No, that'd be awesome though.
That'd be pretty
Was
cool.
it? No, it's Warren Beatty.
Yeah, that's the guy. I figured I'd remember his name after you said his name. So Warren Beatty, he's somebody handed him the wrong
They gave him the
envelope.
wrong envelope, and he opened it up and said, "The Jetpack Superheroes win the Oscar for Best Comedy Band." And he was like, "Oh no,
And
just
like,
kidding.
JKOLLL.
It's actually Flight of the Conchords, Tenacious D."
And everybody else we
Yeah.
like. Which is fine because I'm more of a fan of their music than our own.
I
totally
agree.
fine. It's like, yeah, I can see how that could be.
No,
I've
but
done a lot more.
I got
No,
frantic
he had-
texts from Paul. Like, we won the Oscars. Never mind.
could you imagine that?
It was the Oscar, and it was actually
Every
the Meyer
other band
Wieners.
but us won it.
I'd be happier if it was the
If
Oscar.
we win the
Mayer.
Oscar Meyer Wieners, that's a lot different. That'd be a lot better.
So yeah, La La Land though, which
That's what I was trying to remember. Yep.
they announced them as the winners, and
Yep.
then said no, just kidding. It was actually Moonlighting.
What I find crazy about this whole story, and this is what makes it different to us than everybody else, is they broke the story when it first happened.
Yeah.
Fools.
You wait. You always wait.
We're waiting a week
You
so that
vet.
we can give you the important parts. Everybody right now is about to turn off the podcast, but we're going to give them the real part that they don't know from the other part of the story.
Oh, I don't know about this
The
either.
two people that handed off the envelopes
Mhm.
that worked at the company that does all the Oscars things, they're actually under 24-hour surveillance,
I did hear that actually.
and
yes.
they've got bodyguards.
Yep. And they also have. They
Wouldn't
said.
you just fire them?
Well, they did.
What company would be like, yeah, look, you guys can stay here and just give you bodyguards?
No, they did fire.
They fired them,
Yeah.
but now they get the
But now they get
bodyguards
the
still.
They have to, I guess.
This is
Well, who
foolish.
the hell's trying to kill them?
That's my question: is who cares that much? Is it the La La people, or is it the Moon people?
It wouldn't be the Moon people.
But maybe they're thinking like, oh man, our win was tarnished. Now more people remember there was a mistake than the name of my damn movie that I can't remember.
They must die.
We'll kill. Who was it? That kid that took a selfie with Emma Stone. Kill him. They're like, why do you care? So people make mistakes. This is the country that we just had the Oscars, and everybody was like, we have to make sure we love one another. People, thanks for this little guy. Also, remember we gotta love one another. Thanks so much for this guy. Also, make sure we're treating everybody with respect. Oh wait, they handed the wrong envelope. Yep,
I'm
they're
not killing
dead. They're dead to me. I'm killing them. Listen, I hope they armor up
That's
because you're
crazy.
going down. Really? You just listen to how many people's messages of peace and forgiveness, but you can't forgive the wrong damn envelope to a Warren. The guy that gave the envelope was probably like, "You are Steve Buscemi, or who are you, Warren Beatty?"
Who is
I
this
don't
again?
know either of your movies. I couldn't pick you out of a lineup.
I don't really know who he is either.
I'm pretty sure you played Dracula in Dead and Loving It. Oh no, that was Liam Neeson. Oh geez, I'm really. Here's an envelope, guy. This is awkward. And like he walked away, and he's just like, well, "Who was that?" Like, I don't freaking know. I just gave him the first envelope I had because I was awkward to talk to
I
him.
got scared.
Yeah.
He wanted me to be like amazed by who he was, and I didn't know who the hell he was. Let's take a selfie with that Emma Stone. Who's she? I don't know. She's just pretty. I was just trying to get her phone number. I don't
She's
know.
there.
I'm just trying to pull Emma Stone.
I think she was in I think she was in Sleeping Dogs video game. I don't know. Who knows? Let's just take a selfie with her because she's cute. I'm trying to talk to her. It seems like the best opening I got. That's what would happen to somebody like me that went to these Oscars. I almost called them the Academy Awards. I don't even know what that one is.
I think it's the same.
Is it?
I think so.
The Academy Award Oscars.
Yeah.
It's two
See?
very similar
That's
shows,
the important
maybe.
thing. See, that's called a failsafe. You can't mess that up.
Yeah.
It's got two names. You're more likely to get the name right if it's got two of them.
That's right.
That's a great idea. Good for them. I don't know. Would it be drive-through or text-through for this next? It's got two names.
Uh-oh.
So the next story I'd like to speak about is very important. I know you guys want to talk about it too.
This one's near and dear to my heart.
That's because that's where cholesterol goes like first.
Yeah, I was going to say my heart is actually stopping. Be still my heart for this next story.
Oh. No, so McDonald's, we're going to talk about them for a third week in a row.
They're really getting some
They've really
presents
got a
on
lot
our
of
show.
publicity for. I want a damn Big Mac as a thank you.
Yeah. What do
But
they got going on?
So what they're doing is they're going to change the way that drive-thrus are done.
Changing the game.
Changing it up. They are going to no longer have a drive-thru, which that's not really a drive-thru.
Are they really? They're ex-naying the whole
They're going to
drive-thru?
be done with the drive-thru. What you're going to do is you're going to order on your phone,
Okay, I'm down.
send it in,
Yep.
and then have curbside pickup.
So somebody will come to your vehicle.
So this way, instead of messing up your meal as they hand it out a window, they can mess up your meal and then walk out a door and hand it to you instead.
This doesn't seem like it's going to be faster in any way.
I don't see that as better at all. Because now you're texting and driving.
Yeah.
Because you're still going to be in your car.
Yeah.
You're going to text it in and then go and meet them at the curb.
It's weird.
How long does it take McDonald's? 2 minutes to get your whole menu order from the time you stop at the first box to the time you're at that window?
And we already
So
have.
now you're going to drive, text, and wait till they walk out to you?
We already have stores that do that. It's called Sonic.
Yeah, right.
Sonic Drive-In.
And it's already dead over there in Somerville there.
Yeah.
Nobody even gives a crap anymore. They used to have a line down the road.
I know, it took
now
a
they
good,
don't have a line down the
month or two. Every day I'm like, traffic is stopped because
Yeah.
there's a Sonic in town.
So
I can't get home in time because there's a
McDonald's.
Sonic.
Right. And David drove by Sonic all the time.
Oh yeah.
David,
Yeah.
when you drive by, is there even a line at the bathroom?
It's like abandoned now, dude.
Right.
There's like 1-2 cars in the parking lot. I'm like, oh, there goes the line. There goes the popularity.
Wouldn't you feel bad if you were a waiter on your skates and nobody showed up? You're like, all right, I'm already really good at tricks because nobody showed up for the last 3 months.
You just practice
Now-
stunts in the parking lot.
Now nobody can see me do tricks because nobody comes anymore. It's a very sad place.
Here's the thing: is McDonald's always had curbside pickup. It was just when
I
they
don't think
messed
so.
when they messed your order up.
When they wrecked it, they'd
and
run
they
out
told
to
you to say, all right, go park in the spots that are like up front here, and we'll come bring it to you. It's like
Right.
the walk of shame for the workers.
Right.
Like,
Oh, absolutely.
Shame.
And everybody
shame.
looks and they're like, oh, man, that poor McDonald's worker has the same uniform they've had since I was 8. They
Which,
haven't
by the
changed
way,
it.
they have to buy.
Really?
Yeah.
That's all.
They don't provide free
Oh my
uniforms as far
God.
unless they've
Wow.
changed that.
I'm hoping they did. They want me to go to Mick University. Remember that?
The Burger
When we
U,
almost
yeah.
signed up for Mick University.
Yep.
It's like free tuition to university. Mick University. I'm pretty sure I made fun of Mick University when I was a kid in high school.
Is that like a McDojo?
Yeah, it's like a McDojo. Right, yeah. Like it's you just put Mick in front of something. You want to make it sound worse.
No.
Because McDonald's is somehow the
At
worst.
the bottom of the barrel of everything.
we drove past one. And we went to Wendy's today.
Yeah, that's right.
That was a sad day for McDonald's because they missed out on us. And then we
Maybe-
talked about them 3 weeks in a row on the podcast.
Yeah, maybe if they had curbside pickup, we would have done.
That's true.
We would have done differently.
Probably.
Right.
Probably.
But shout out to the Taunton track team there and Adam
Mhm.
over at the Wendy's over in Rainham. That was very nice of him. Having some fun over there. Good stuff.
He was nice enough to hand me and John our food on the same tray.
Yeah, that was great.
Took me a few seconds. I'm like, did you order 2 of those, or did he just combine the orders?
That was awesome.
They were very similar orders, so.
And then David had to take the walk of shame and get me a spoon.
Because I stole John's spoon.
This is messed up.
Did
David
you
has
steal
no
my
love.
spoon? I'm like, I believe I
You know,
did.
and after last night of doing that really nice thing live on the Facebook, you can actually see our Facebook live performance we had on
Yeah.
Facebook. The
Sorry, gents.
when we said, "Oh, this is David. For anybody that wants to date him, he is single and available,"
Emma Stone.
and that was very nice. And then
That
we'll do
was.
it again. So this guy right here is the single one. He's got married. He's not married. You date him, and then we do all these nice things. And David was like, "I know how to pay back John. I'm gonna just steal his spoon."
For the record, during that meal, I thought we had
David
2 spoons, and as I'm eating this little ice cream treat here, I'm like, oh wait, there's no second spoon.
Yeah,
I didn't even notice.
that was sad for me.
I just want to point out, I just grabbed David. David's got bones in there that I don't even know people had. Like, I don't know. what you got.
He's quite
I'm not
bony.
sure how to take that. That's just pure muscle, Paul.
He's
I
got
don't know what you're
those-
talking about.
Yeah, for the sake of getting David a date
Pure
here,
muscle.
he's not skin and
I'm
bones.
not Urkel. I'm not like Urkel Boney. I don't know what
There's
you're.
so much muscle in there.
Please don't touch me like that.
My hand almost broke when I touched him from the muscle.
Well, then you're a very weak
yes.
man, Paul.
Yes.
I touched someone and my hand almost broke.
So speaking of almost broke,
Okay.
if you got almost broke, if you had no money, you could always go back to your old computer with 1998 Windows there, Windows 98,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
you'd be completely okay.
I don't know if I could say that.
There's a man that has done that for the last month.
Oh.
He's decided to live with just Windows 98.
Now, is this a thing he did for pleasure or something he did for?
I think it was one of those
necessity?
Morgan Spurlocker. I'm like to eat McDonald's for that. How the hell?
Like
do
he
they
was
keep
just
making
trying
back?
out an experiment to see if it would work or not. Okay.
Yeah, he's trying out an experiment.
All right.
He had no problems, with the exception of 2 things. The only 2 things that you would have problems with using today's day and life regularities would be YouTube. It couldn't stream YouTube. It messed it all up.
That's strange.
And it wouldn't do Gmail, which I don't understand why.
It must have a problem with Flash because both of those particular products run on Flash.
Could be that. Okay.
Yeah, so I would say that, or HTML5 actually. would be
Oh yes,
would be what
Yep.
it is now.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's probably why. But now you say you could do that with no problems, and then you listed 2 problems. So I would
Right.
say
well,
that
no, there's the no problem. Well, no, like those are not things that you actually need
I'd
in your
ar-
day
I
and
would
life. Like
argue
you
that
really
YouTube is the most
need to have
important
YouTube. He found a work around it for the YouTube thing.
Oh, okay. What did he do?
He found a way to. I don't know if your microphone's working when you hold it like that.
Really?
Yeah,
What?
I'm a little worried.
That's strange.
Do you hear you?
Put it
I
back
do.
in the holder, you rebel.
I don't know. That was weird. No, I'm sorry. So what he did is he ended up finding a way that he could download the YouTube video and then just watch the video after.
Okay, so it's a workaround, but it's possible.
It's not great, but it's
No.
good enough. And then for email, you could just use like Yahoo, which is
yeah.
fine. But the other things like his day-to-day life that he had to do, all those kind of things, what he would do is he would use like Microsoft Office. Or
Yeah.
he just used just regular Windows, and he could do things that we couldn't do.
Really?
He could play the original Duke Nukem.
Ooh.
Oh, that's awesome. That's a great game.
He loaded that one in and had some fun with that.
Mm.
He was playing Carmageddon and the original Grand Theft Auto.
Oh,
That's pretty
nice.
sweet.
Okay, so he had himself a pretty good.
Yeah,
He had a
that
pretty
sounds good.
sweet setup, yeah. So he was doing okay. I'm actually a little jealous because of Duke
Yeah.
Nukem. Doom.
Yeah.
Okay.
I always
See
I
you
always
around,
liked
play
Duke
Rebel.
Nukem a little better than Doom. I felt like once you got Duke and the humor that he had,
That's true. It
you
was
Yeah.
couldn't,
funnier.
you couldn't go back to
All those
Doom.
little one-liners.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't really care.
Rocket Pack.
care much for Doom. But no, that's awesome because that brings me back to my days. You know, I used to have actually a really cool setup. I had it was the keyboard and the mouse, and then it was a flight stick, joystick.
Yes.
That I would use, and it had a little rudder and stuff.
That was
But I would
awesome.
use that to play Duke Nukem actually.
Oh,
because
really?
it had the trigger, and you would
Okay.
move with the stick, and pow, 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 pow.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
See,
That's
I used
really
to do the
cool. Yeah.
flight simulator, but the combat one, because nobody wants to just fly and land a
Yeah.
plane. Who does that? Like,
That's true.
Away from
Yep.
people.
So you dogfight.
So I would dogfight like the World War II planes, and I had all those kind of things going on.
But
And then, oh, sorry.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you
I was
off.
gonna say, and then the only other game that I would play with the joystick was Qbert,
Oh yes,
because you
okay.
could hit the thing like if
And
you were
you
on the arcade.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
That was a great time
That's
too.
a good one.
Also a great one.
I was gonna say I have a weird memory of playing Duke Nukem, and this is weird. This is one of the only memories I have of the old computer I had. I would sit there with the flight stick I had, and I would put the radio on, but I would listen to like Jammin' 94.5, or I would listen to like slow jams and stuff. So like Casey and
okay.
JoJo were playing, and be like, crazy. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'd just be like firing away, and I don't know why that just kind of juxtaposed in
It's
my
a
head.
beautiful thing.
And I remember playing, and Cher's "Do You Believe in Life After Love" was playing too.
Okay.
And I was like,
believe in love
after love, blasting big monsters away. And, it was a great time. It was.
That's,
All right.
that actually sounds like a really good time.
That actually seems like I would make that
If
as a movie
Cher
scene.
could serenade you as you kill things, like
Mm.
that.
That's beautiful. That's a beautiful thing.
How about you, David? What was your favorite old computer game?
I think I actually I did a few Star Wars ones, the whole
Oh,
joystick
okay.
shooting
X-Wing,
with planes.
X-Fighter.
And one that Paul lent me actually was deer hunting,
Oh,
Which
that's
was-
right.
which was awesome. But one level was very, very strange. It was at night. It was like thunder, lightning, and there's moose, there's trees. You see one moose very far away. I would look at it, you shoot it, it falls down. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, because every level you get to shoot it, look over and just, oh, that's the deer I killed, fine. But this moose level, you go over to it, you get really close to it, I go to look down, all of a sudden the camera pans up to the sky, and this guy screams bloody murder.
Wait,
Never.
what?
I am dead serious.
Pretty sure that was
No,
not the
no.
game.
I am not even joking. I actually, years ago, even mentioned, I'm like, dude, this weird level does this one kind of
This
quirky
is the
thing.
first time I'm hearing of this.
Oh, no. You'd shoot. I'm like, oh, cool. I did it again. I would try it like 3-4 times. Like, why does this keep happening?
David
You'd
played
get so
Haunted
close.
Deer Hunter.
You'd get so close to the moose. All of a sudden, I'm like, why am I looking up at the sky screaming? This is just weird. The screen pans up at the sky. I'm like, why? I can't look at the moose I just shot. You just scream bloody murder. I'm like, this is the weirdest thing to happen. The whole game, every level you did, it was just a deer, shoot it, go look at it, okay.
I got David the PTSD.
This sounds
edition.
like
Yeah.
the worst game I've ever.
Yeah,
so
every
your
level
game-
is it's brightly lit. You know, there's sun out. It's nice, breezy. It's like a spring day, summer day. You're shooting your deer. This one dark level.
shooting a deer.
Yeah, it's like just trees, darkness. It's like thundering. There's rain. I'm like, all right, there's that moose. I'm gonna go check it out. I just shot it down, but then
He just
Moose Hunter. We play Moose Hunter.
and you'd always get so close, like, oh, I can see it. All of a sudden, another foot or two, like you keep going forward. All of a sudden, goes up. I'm like, what is happening right? I'm like, did it come back to life and like try to kill? Like, what is going on right now?
I don't know.
So you found a game where the whole game, like Paul's killing pig warriors, I'm fighting planes and stuff, and David he shoots a moose and
apparently
looks at it,
and the guy just freaks out.
and then your next day is like, oh, what are we gonna do? I'm gonna shoot a deer, and I'm gonna look at it. That's the game.
It was a fun hunting game.
That's the game.
It was like shooting. You see what you've
That's
shot.
the reason
but
I
just-
gave it to David.
Okay,
Probably yeah, because he was more into those things
You know
back
who
then
like that?
than I was.
David will like this crappy game.
Yeah.
Hey, listen, we got one where you paint, and then you look at it.
Yeah, because see, back then Paul was more into the computer games than I was. Like, oh, try this this hunting game out. Like, oh, deer hunting 3D. That sounds cool.
What about Deer Avenger? Right?
Yeah,
Well,
that's
that- I
another
never- I
one
never
I
played
had.
that
Oh,
one.
yes, you did.
When the
Yeah.
deer
Yes,
becomes
you
the
did.
hunter.
Yep, and you were hunting
And
the
he's like
rednecks.
shooting all the rednecks. Yeah,
Remember? And we
I actually vaguely remember that.
that was a great one.
you kill one of
Funny
the guys, and he goes, "I can't go see WrestleMania."
Oh my! Oh yeah! Oh
David
yeah!
and I were like, "Oh my God, they
Yeah.
mentioned wrestling."
Yeah,
That's
okay.
amazing.
I do remember that now. That was a great game.
Man, that sounds like a great. That sounds like a great one. Now, speaking of great ones, my favorite topic of tonight. My favorite topic, the greatest one. We found something, and I always think of the people that listen to this thing, and I always appreciate their time. I always try to find something that they're gonna love, more so than David's video games and
My moose
shooting
shooting
and looking
stories.
at a moose.
Horrific screaming to the sky.
You know, better than that is we found one. It's called Millionaire Movements. And what did it? Because you know how people love millionaires. It's
Of
I found
course.
there's actually somebody. There's an agency that figures out the emigration and immigration
Mhm.
of people with over $1 million.
People who can afford to leave and go wherever they want.
People that can go literally anywhere they want. They make more than $1 million a year. If you make more than $1 million a year, you're on this list. And when you move, they track where you're going to, which is, I'm sure, what millionaires love.
Oh yeah.
They love being
Sure.
tracked.
Yeah.
So I'd like to actually, because I haven't given the list yet for David and Paul.
Okay.
What do you think if you're a millionaire
Okay.
Yeah.
and you're in a country? What is the country you're going to?
I say Japan.
Japan.
I would think Japan.
Okay,
would be
that's
really
where
cool.
if you get $1 million, you're going to Japan.
I'd probably go to Japan.
So Paul would be somebody that would count as somebody who left America, went to Japan.
Mhm.
Yeah, that would be your stat.
I'll say so. Yeah.
Okay, but so you think most of the people in America, or most of the people that just get whoever it is, most of the people from anywhere in the world, they're going to Japan.
I think so.
Okay, Davio.
I want to go to Ireland. It is most of my ancestry, but I do want to see this place.
It's not where do you personally. Where do you think? Like, if you had to guess, everybody else that's not Irish.
Sorry.
I'm sorry. There's a lot of people
All right.
not you. This is the whole world.
Mm.
Where are they most likely to gravitate towards? For instance, I would say America, because we're the greatest.
I think America would be.
I think
huge.
America is going to be up there on the list. Davio, where do you think people are going?
I don't really have an answer right up
Oh,
front
that's all
of
right.
this
We're
now.
gonna-
now.
we'll
Can I
forgive
step-
Ireland.
I'm
Britain,
not. Yeah.
Perhaps.
Britain or Ireland?
Perhaps.
All right, that's fine. All right, that's David's guess.
Yeah.
We'll guess for him.
Uh-huh.
Okay. So, all right, so the first one that we're thinking is Australia.
That's a
Huh.
I am surprised by this one. Not because Australia's not beautiful, not amazing, but because that's not one of the places I think, like, damn, I'd love to go and live where it's tough to get to everywhere else.
No. Yeah. Exactly. And
That's not where I think of when I'm a millionaire. Where I want to go? Australia, where
There we
everything
go.
can kill you.
But then again, Crocodile Dundee was a very good movie.
I wonder if it's the climate.
Mm.
The climate is great.
Or it could be Paul Hogan.
It might be because it's Paul Hogan. Maybe that.
They also invented Men at Work as a good band,
Oh, that's true.
and they have the other one that sings the song "Land Down Under."
Yep.
So I don't know. I could see why
That's Men at
people would
Work.
like them. Is that them?
That's the same guys.
I'll be damned.
That's okay. It's fine. But no, they got so that's Australia was the top of the list for people who want to move there. USA was
Woo!
second. A lot of people went to the United States of America.
That makes complete
Canada.
sense.
A
Well,
lot of people emigrate to Canada. Will become over in Canada.
I mean, U.S. and Canada are very similar, so
Right.
I can see where they would.
Then there was two surprising ones on here for 4 and 5.
Okay.
Yeah.
United Arab Emirates.
There are a lot
There's
of rich
I
people.
never thought about it until I looked at pictures of it and went,
It's
"Oh yeah, that's where they have like the
amazing.
the cart dome. That's
Yeah.
where like everybody's going to ride their cars.
Yeah.
There's like a
lot of
million
money
different
there.
really nice,
all
that's-
owned by like one people, like
Yeah.
certain people.
just a couple of families.
Yeah.
Just own the whole country. And then the fifth one was very surprising. New Zealand.
That's
it's like
interesting,
Australia
too.
Light.
Yeah, yeah.
I guess that makes sense because if you want to go somewhere where your money's worth the most
Yeah.
and it's beautiful, you go to Australia. Go to Little Australia, Little New Zealand. I'm sure they love being called Little Australia.
Go become a Kiwi.
That's right. That's totally fine. They got great rugby games.
Yeah.
They got some great bungee jumping. They got that sheep festival. It's a lot of cool
They got
things.
some good stuff.
It's a lot of cool things. Very funny people. Nice
Sure.
people. You never meet a mean New Zealander.
Did you happen to catch who was on the bottom of the list?
Yes. So then they have the other side of the list is actually the where do the people leave the most. So people go and they work in this country and then they leave from the country. Now for this one, I'm going to give you the tip on this one is if you have to think about this one again, and not just with yourself, where like, I would never want to be there. These people have to be in a country where they're going to make $1 million
Okay.
in order to leave.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't suggest taking like French Guinea.
Okay.
Like you probably don't.
Yeah,
You're
probably not a lot of
gonna
millionaires.
You're not going to be in Laos
Uh-huh.
and make $1 million.
Sure.
And then like there's a bunch of millionaires coming out of Laos right now.
Yeah.
So this is the most people leaving from that country.
Millionaires leaving.
Millionaires, they get millions, and then they leave. They're like, screw this country. But there's a lot of people that were becoming millionaires in that country, and then they left.
You know what's funny? I'm gonna have to guess Japan again.
Japan.
I think
All right.
that makes sense because there's plenty of opportunities to become a millionaire.
Yep.
And then maybe they want to see something new.
And they're like, forget Japan.
I
This
don't
place
know.
is a dump. I want to
Could
get out
be.
of here.
Could be.
Okay.
What do you
Davi, what
think?
are you thinking?
I'm not sure on this
All
one.
right, never
again,
mind.
sorry.
Well,
Yeah.
Paul, would you like to guess again for David?
I'll
This
take
is gone.
David again.
I love when we play these games.
I'll go with Scotland for David.
Yes, Scotland, because the Irish and the Scottish.
Yes.
They
you're
would
Like the
leave,
same
like-
thing.
And then he's like,
Sure.
I hate Scotland. I'm going to Ireland. I'm going to the I hate the Red Sox. I'm going to the
I'm
Yankees.
going to the Yankees.
Yeah, okay. All right. Gotcha. No. So I was actually thinking of what would you leave? Where would you leave? I was thinking America
Okay.
because it's a land of opportunity. You're gonna make $1 million, and then you want to
And-
move to like Bahamas,
Somewhere.
It's
stuff
very
like
true.
that. That's what I
yeah.
was thinking. Again,
Okay.
I just picked America for my top. All I think about is America.
Yeah.
That's all I think
You're
about.
very patriotic.
I'm a very patriotic man. No, so what they do is they figured out, they totaled it up.
Mhm.
The number one place to become a millionaire and move out of, France.
Oh yeah, that makes complete sense.
Yep, that's what I was thinking. As soon as I saw that off the top, I was like, damn it, that was the
Yep.
easy low ball,
Yeah.
softball pitch.
Okay. Yeah. Tired of getting
Why
that
didn't we
cigarette
figure that
smoke
one?
blown in your face.
Yep. Yep. The food. How many crepes are you going to eat before you're like, all right, I am done? This
How
is
many times you
foolish.
gonna go up to the Coca-Cola machine and push the button for wine by accident at 8 in the morning,
Right.
and then drink the
You're
whole
like, I just
thing
gotta
by
drink it.
accident, and then go up and do it again?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. How many times can you be in a place where you're like, hang on, your language is only good here in this tiny place the size of like Texas
And parts of Canada.
and certain small avenues in Canada. This is not. Why did we come up with this language? Why don't we just find one of the languages around us and just do that? Like that's crazy.
So I could see where they would want to leave that.
Right. So the second one, China.
Oh yeah.
They become
That
millionaires
makes
in
sense
China.
too. Yeah.
Yep.
Run run those sweet little special
The Foxconn
economic
shops.
zones
Oh,
there,
yeah.
SEZs. And then they're like, all right, we've made enough Hello Kitties.
Yeah.
Let's get the hell out of here. Move. Brazil.
That's interesting to
Yes,
me.
because Brazil would never have anything bad go on there, especially
Of course not.
with such a sizable difference between their lowest class and their highest class, and nothing in between.
Yeah.
But that's ridiculous. That the owner of all of the favelas would
not
want to
to
not live where he had made all these favelas. That's unbelievable to me.
Yeah. So that.
That's crazy. This is Brazil. India. That one I'm just assuming it's a call center.
Yeah.
And they're like, I don't want to run this call center anymore. I want to live somewhere else.
There is a lot of immigration from India and a lot of people coming through with PhDs coming
That's
to
true.
America.
They're
and
like,
stuff.
I'm a doctor. I'm going to get paid nothing here or a lot over there in America.
Oh yeah.
Let's do
I
that.
see it all the time. But
I don't mind that.
yeah.
We'll take you smartest people
Oh,
over
yeah.
here. Hey, look it. I'm all for immigration. If you're wicked smart, come on over. We'll take you. We can put you to work. And then the other one was Turkey.
Oh yeah, that's interesting. I didn't ever think of Turkey.
Right. Turkey doesn't strike me as a place where
I
they
wouldn't
make
have
a ton of
guessed
money.
Turkey. Yeah.
I think what happens is if I know that the Turkey people are going, listen, is it Istanbul? Is it Constantinople? I'm not sticking around.
I can't even
I'm
tell.
not. If anybody sings that stupid song to me one more time, I'm moving to Australia. And then they're like, if Istanbul was Constantinople a long time ago, like, I'm getting out of here. Pack your bags, take my millions. I'm going to Australia. Screw this song. I'm done with it.
One of the coolest guys I've ever met lived in Turkey and
Oh.
immigrated to America. He was in the Merchant Marines, so I guess he
Okay.
was fixing ships, fixing equipment on ships. And he comes to America and he wants to get a job fixing machines in a factory, and that's cool. But it was like the awesome, like he just got off the boat to come to America, and he had like the awesome V-neck button-down shirt, but it only buttoned up to here,
Oh.
and then the rest, and then the chest hair would come out, and the gold chain,
Yeah.
and he smelled like he sweated Drakkar Noir. Like he didn't even apply the cologne. It was his
Interesting.
smell, and it's like, wow, Turkey is amazing.
It's my natural
Turkey
scent,
is
you see.
incredible.
Turkey is amazing.
I tell you, Mr. Paul, I have a coffee table book of passports. Let me take and copy yours, Mr. Paul. You're my best friend.
It was great.
Is it bad that I only think of Turkey as Todd Margaret's bad guys there? Is that bad?
No,
know a
well,
lot of
probably it
geography.
is, but
It might be not good. It might not be good. That's okay.
but basically this guy. No, but the thing is, this guy was the bad guy from Todd Margaret, but not bad.
Did he talk like George St. Pierre?
I don't
Did he
know.
have that kind of or did he have like a...
Yeah,
like
kind
a
of
more
a funny
Turkish-
accent. It was
like a
just
funny accent?
like a strange accent.
I think that's why you like people.
Yeah.
People like George St. Pierre because of his accent.
Mm.
And because he does his like ring routine in a full suit.
Yeah, that's cool
That
too.
was pretty crazy. He's coming back. He's actually going to fight Michael Bisping. And we're not going to talk a lot about that because we're already over time. But I just want to mention it so I could keep that thing and not have to change the YouTube. But no, I think St. Pierre is going to... Who do you think? Who do you got in St. Pierre versus Bisping?
I got Saint Pierre all day.
He's the he's neg 150. That
Really?
for gambling, what
Yep.
that means is you have to bet 150
Yep.
to get $100.
Okay. So, yeah, so
Bisping
he's-
is plus 120, so you bet $100 and you get $120 back and you win.
Okay.
So that's
Yep.
pretty nice. That's a good
Yeah.
thing.
That's cool.
Yeah, so that's gonna be Davio. Who do you think's winning?
I'll say St. Pierre.
St. Pierre again.
St.
All right.
Pierre.
See, I think one of those guys has oil in his eye, keeping it so that it's actually in his head, and it's not really an eye. He can't see with it.
What are you referring to?
The eye that Michael Bisping had reconstructed,
Oh, I didn't even
that
know
he can't
about
actually
that.
see out of it, and when he's done fighting, he's gonna get it fixed.
He's gonna, oh boy.
Yeah,
Ooh.
one of those guys can see, and one of those guys is Michael Bisping. He can't see, so I'm gonna go with George
Yeah.
St. Pierre. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
I think.
All
That's,
right.
I don't know. That's just I think. But if Bisping beats him, now Bisping has beat Anderson Silva and George St. Pierre.
Great.
And
He's beating
Patrick
the great.
Cote is back, so we don't know what's going to happen there. I don't know. Could be a lot of stuff going down. But I think it's going to be a great thing. The last thing we need to talk about real quick
Mm-hmm.
is the
What's
robot that jumps 4 feet.
That was a pretty
Vertical.
cool video.
He jumps vertically 4 feet. He doesn't just jump like 4 feet forward. And you're like, hey, now he fell over.
No, yeah, up in the air.
4 feet in
And
the
he
air.
can
Wow,
continue, so he can chase
that's pretty
people
cool.
down. I'm pretty sure we're building RoboCop.
Uh-oh.
That's what I'm worried about.
That's
I mean, I got
terrifying.
nothing. I don't break the rules, but
that's-
I don't know. I'm afraid for everybody else it does, or that people want us to get hunted down. I don't think it's good to have a robot.
I wish we had "I Am the Law" by Anthrax queued up right now. That would have
Oh,
been a
man,
very
that'd be
appropriate
amazing.
song to play to end this. But yeah, no, that robot is coming out of Boston, which scares me even more. It's not like it's somewhere in
Yeah,
Oregon.
it's not far away.
It's not like somewhere like Florida, but right here in our backyard in Boston. So please don't unleash the robots.
Yeah, let's not, or else we'd be the last man on earth.
Ah.
It'd be pretty awesome.
when the song actually plays.
that was smooth.
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah, what we did there. Let me tell you what. Thank you so much for watching. Thanks so much for listening. Check out our Facebook video. We just did our live show on YouTube.
And that's important to you, ladies.
First ever live show.
It's gonna be fun. We'll see you soon. Thanks so much. Appreciate you. Big wet smooches.
Hurry, ladies, I'm going fast.
He actually kissed the
Middle Eastern
microphone.
countries want me to be the dictator, and that's fine. I wish that their women wouldn't walk 20 feet behind, cause I'm the last.
He's the last. He's the last.
on earth. I'm the only male Olympian, victory guarantee. And no one watches cause there's no other men's teams. It's like soccer. I'm the greatest driver and I never get a fine. But it stinks when I'm in Murray, cause the kid is always mine. Put on that winning smile and wiggle that cute little butt.
Cause that's important to us, guys.
Cause to me, all women are squirrels, and I'm the only nut, cause I'm the last on earth.
is what you're needing, then punch another region, so proceed with seeding. He's into being kind and caring. If you've got a hot friend, then he's into sharing. He's into hockey and Twister. If you got a little niece, then he was into your sister. It's not like you have any other option. What are you gonna do, apply for adoption?
Yeah, cause that would just mean it was my kid.
Actually, that was kind of sexist. Don't do that.
Oh, come on, who died and made you king?
Well, all the men.
Cause I'm the last.
He's the last.